Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, this is Spiguyver Backpacking, and today we are still out in the woods and we're testing more coffees or talking about more coffees. Still trying to find that ultimate coffee on the trail. And this time what we're looking at is the instant side of things. So I did a poll, threw a poll up on YouTube, threw another one up on Facebook, and unanimously people said what they do in the backcountry for coffee is instant. But honestly, most of the instant out there is horrible. The stuff that a lot of people go to that they say they enjoy, I don't think that they really enjoy.
No.
Now there are a few out there that are head and shoulders above the rest. The two that I kind of go to are the Swift Cup coffee and the Voila, but there's also First Ascent and Waka and Sudden. I would say those are the ones that group of five is probably the premier instant coffees that are out there. Now, I know a lot of people really love the Starbucks Vias. I am absolutely not a fan. And coming up down the road, there's going to be a video where it's going to be a collaboration where we do some taste tests, some blind taste tests, and that'll be one of the ones that gets tested. You know, a lot of different ones will get tested. I think there's about 15 that we're thinking about testing. But for today, what we're talking about are instants. Now, the cool thing about Voila and Swift Cup is that they do a lot of different single origins. They do a couple of blends. So what I've got here from Swift Cup is a single origin from Colombia. It's Huila, I don't know how the hell you say that. And then from Voila, it's a blend. It's a Blendo Stupendo from Sterling Coffee Roasters. And cool thing about the Voila ones is they actually have what the cupping notes are on there. So you have some idea of what the flavors should be and what you'd be looking for as you're doing it. The Swift Cup ones have them on the website, so you could go, if you wanted to, you could write them on here or whatever, or just taste it and see what you come up with on your own. So I've got water on right now. This is instant, so it's quick and easy. 8 ounces, well, 8 to 10 ounces per, and that's what you come up with is a pretty decent cup of coffee. So we're gonna do that. Chris will be doing the Voila, Rayman will be doing the Voila, I'll be doing the Swift Cup, and we'll talk about that and let you guys know what we think of these ones. Super easy, it's instant. So let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Should be cool enough. Okay, so we've got our coffees brewed up. I've got the Colombia, and I chose that one for Chris because I had tried it and it was a little bit more, I think, more robust and more of like an earthy, like down home type coffee. And I know that's more along the lines of what he likes. I actually didn't like that one very much at all, but I kind of figured he would.
I do. Yeah, I like that. I like coffee to smack me, and I was kind of, and that one smacked me. I like it. That's good flavor. It's bold. It's not bitter or anything though. It's, for me, it's really good coffee.
So I've got the Swift Cup Colombian right here, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I prefer this cup right now over the French press cup that I had earlier today. It's a sweeter cup. It just has more depth to it. The other one was a smooth cup of coffee, but it was just a smooth cup of coffee. There wasn't a whole lot of depth to it, whereas this one, you know, when you get into these specialty instant coffees, the process that they go through, it's an expensive process. They are going and picking roasters that they want to work with, and then they have to go through the process of freeze drying it. And they all have their own processes, which is why they're slightly different from one company to another, but they're expensive and they're labor intensive. And so you're paying $3 a cup for what we've got here. But this does not compare to a Folgers, a Starbucks Via, even Alpine Start, which I know a lot of people love. This is just
good stuff.
It's so
Good
much,
coffee.
so much higher. If you really want, and here's the deal. It's a little packet. You pour it in. There are no grounds to pack out. There are no grounds to figure out if you can spread them somewhere. It's a little packet. It's a little paper with foil lining, or this little foil packet. Even the First Ascent's just a little foil packet. There's nothing to it. You take it out, you throw it away along with the rest of the garbage that you take out with you. There's no grounds. It's super light. This is absolutely the lightest weight, easiest option. You don't even have to bring your water to a boil. You don't want your coffee boiling when you drink it, so you don't even need to bring it to a boil. So easiest, lightest, simplest option,
Best,
cleanest option. And honestly, if you're willing to spend the money, you don't have to buy any apparatus to take out there with you, no tools, no special coffee brewing stuff. If you're willing to spend the money on these packets and get over that hurdle of saying you're spending $3 for a cup of instant coffee, try it. Just try it. Swift Cup has about 20 different flavors, I wouldn't say flavors, different roasts, different single origins, a couple of blends out there, and so you can get pretty much anything that you really like. Voila has quite a few, but theirs rotate a lot, and so it's hard to figure out what you're going to get there. If you find something that you like, you may not be able to get it the next time that you go on there. First Ascent has a couple of different blends that they do. Sudden has one blend. Waka is just their coffee, period. So some of them you get options and some of them you don't, but they are really good coffees.
Yeah, somebody, like I said, I'm not a coffee guy. I started with Taster's Choice and Folgers, and that's all I ever brought. It was cheap. It got me caffeine in my body in the mornings. He's kind of spoiled me with this series and these good coffees, and it's definitely worth, if you're into coffee at all or just like coffee or enjoy coffee, it's worth the price to get some of these better ones and see how much different stuff's out there for sure.
And so for like the Swift Cup, I have become a subscriber, and so I get 10 coffees every month, and so it now is $2.20 a cup rather than $3 a cup because I do the subscription. And you can stop the subscription, you can pause the subscription. So if you've got 2 months worth sitting there, you can pause it for a couple of months as you catch up and go through them, or you can just keep them coming and stockpile them or drink them. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you down the trail.